Hello, welcome back. I realised my time management last week was pretty poor. I spent so much time in the garden because the weather was holding out and I wanted to get stuff done. Because I just have an idea of like, as soon as it starts to be warm, I can actually sit out there and enjoy the garden because I've already done all the prep work now. And there's going to be a video on that soon. I'm really, really excited to show you kind of the finished result. But I didn't have a video on Sunday and I promised there was going to be a home haul. So today I'm going to show you around some of the things I've bought recently, and instead of it being kind of like a pulling things out home haul, it's going to be kind of, these are the things that I've purchased in situ. So the first thing, and this was just kind of directly in front of me, is this beautiful thing. I got this from eBay, specifically for, I've got some indoor plants that don't necessarily need watering all the time, but they kind of could do with like moistening the soil. So I bought it for that, and I've ended up using it to water my, I've got some like propagators, you know, when you grow plants from seed, I've got them on the inside of the dining room, and I've been watering those with them. And I love it, and it's so cute, and look how cute it is. I mean, you could put anything in this really, you could use it as an atomizer for anything. But I think it looks cute. Initially I bought it colour scheme wise to go in the living room, which you'll see in a second, but every time I see it, I think, number one, it looks nice. Number two, it's actually quite useful. These are my little propagators, and look, they're growing things. While we're here, I did just buy this outdoor rug from B&Q. It's completely plastic. I've seen outdoor rugs before, and they've just been like a thin material that can be washed, but this is like actually a plastic rug, so we'll see how this goes. I'll show you a little mini bit of something for the garden. I got these planters from eBay. I've also put one in the back over there. I think they were like £60. They are really, really large planters. And I would highly recommend if you are looking for something, because planters are really, really expensive. So I'll link this below. Also, those lights on top are from Amazon. I'll overlay a picture. They are so bright at night, and they're solar, which is incredible for how bright they are. Manny is modelling two items that I purchased recently. This is from eBay. I posted about this on Instagram and a couple of people asked where it was from. It's actually an Urquhart chair, so it's a vintage chair, but you can get them all the time. There's loads of different Urquhart chairs that are constant on eBay. I'm unsure at the moment as to whether or not I'm going to refinish it, but I haven't for now. And it's just got some random cushions on there. And this is actually from Etsy. It came from Morocco. It came completely flat and I had to stuff it with things. In this poof is 4 cushions, 3 coats and 8 scarves, and it needs more than it's got in it. So I'm just kind of throwing it out there. You're going to need a lot of filling, but I love it. It smells really nice. It's just kind of like goes, this cushion was on there, but he's got rid of it because he's obviously not feeling it. It's also like dotted his things around the chair. This is Manny's chair. So this is kind of the little area. I've also got these little pots. They are also vintage ones and they're from Hornsey, but I bought them specifically for Manny's treats, and I felt like they were in keeping with the kind of like 70s boho vibe in the living room. I've had some questions also this, we haven't repainted anywhere yet. There's loads of areas of the house that need to be touched up. I had some pictures here, and so I need to like roller basically all of the white walls. So that is that. This I think came from Matalan, Primark, I forget, somewhere. These 3 came from Jysk, and I've had a few questions about them. They're not new. I actually got them before Christmas, but I think they look really nice with that mirror, and they were very inexpensive. This is a Besta unit from IKEA. We had planned to get something completely different, and I wanted something large just to balance out the TV, and I think this just works. I am going to get either different legs or I'm going to spray paint these legs because I don't like the metal of these legs, but I wanted taller legs because I want it to be, again, just all about balancing the TV. I wanted it to be higher up the unit. So I think I'm going to get some different legs potentially. These actually aren't Besta legs, but they are from IKEA and they go on it fine. If you look kind of closer, it's got like a ridged appearance. Wow, can't see that in person, but that is really picking up fingerprints on the camera. This little candle holder is also from Jysk. I thought this was beautiful for the colour scheme. And this, you're going to laugh, I got this from H&M. It said tea light holder, I did not look at the dimensions and I did not think it was going to be the size of a tea light. Speaking of H&M, this is a cushion from H&M. This is like a linen cushion, and the insert, because they didn't have a 60 by 60 insert, the insert I think is from Homescapes and it's a feather, so it's really squishy. Another linen cushion cover from H&M. I really like these. I've actually got linen pillowcases on our bed just as like throw pillows, and this, which looks a lot nicer when it's been fluffed out, is also from H&M, and I think this is just beautiful. It just completes the colour scheme. I haven't got a lot of this amber colour. My friend Karen at work is making me like a chevron 70s style throw that's like khakis and creams and like a rust colour, and I think it's going to go here somewhere. Right, let's talk about these fixtures. This was the one that started it all. I thought this was gorgeous. I loved the colours. I'm going to really struggle to show you it, I realise, because of the reflection. But I thought it was really moody, kind of went with, again, like boho, mid-century type situation is like very Palm Springs to me. And so I loved it. I bought this from Desenio. It's the first time I've bought anything from Desenio, and I've never worked with them. These two are also from Desenio. It's so expensive, guys. The prints are expensive, the frames are expensive, the whole thing is expensive. And when I received them, the frames are gorgeous, really good quality frames. The prints are paper. They're just like a thin paper. They are not worth what you pay, in my opinion. They're just really expensive. So I also purchased, because I was going to buy more, and I thought I just don't want to spend that kind of money on Desenio again. So I also purchased these frames. These were £7 each, I think, from Amazon. And they're not, you know, these are like really, really nice frames. But if you look at them next to each other from a distance, you know, don't know if it's worth the difference in price. These were £7 each. And in them, I have just printed those off with printer paper. I bought these downloadable prints from Etsy. I also bought this one down here. This is from an Etsy seller, but that's an actual print that they sent to me. I say they sent to me like an actual print. I didn't print it off. I did buy it. And the frame that it's in is from Janelle. I think these frames are gorgeous. This is part of the frame. It's not a map, which was not clear online, but I quite like it. Anyway, these printed out with printer paper, and I do not think they are any lower quality than the ones from Desenio. I do really still love that. I think it's gorgeous, but I do really, really think they're overpriced. This little basket down here, I got from Amazon. I'm looking in. He has kept them in there. So I wanted a basket, partly just kind of for the look, for the like shelf look, but also to keep these in. I'd call them jumper cables. I have actually forgotten what they're really called. Like tension things. It's what Lee exercises with. So I keep them in there. I just think it's neater. Anywhere you put them, they're super brightly coloured and it's difficult to disguise them. So a little basket is cute. And this, which I 100% bought as a coffee table book, actually there are two, this is incredible. Interior Design Handbook. If you look at the reviews online, they are really good. And I was like, well, it looks cute. It's amazing. It's so informative. I love flicking through this book, and I completely thought people were being super pompous when they were talking about coffee table books. Like, oh, I just love looking. It's actually really, really interesting. Now, I would prefer it as an audiobook because I do not have the capacity to read anymore, but I can kind of just decide what I want to read about if I'm talking about like garden design or bedroom or whatever. And it's really, if you're interested in interior design at all, it's a super interesting book. The other one that I bought, not this is an old recipe book, is this, The House That Pinterest Built, specifically because it was by Diane Keaton. I have followed her on Pinterest. I followed her on Instagram forever. And this is basically like all of her images from her house, but all of the images that she was inspired by as well. And lots of stuff in there, obviously written by Diane Keaton. So again, I'm not reading that cover to cover, but a nice one to flick through. That is definitely more of a decorative coffee table book. This is something that you should just read. I've also been doing a lot of garden DIY, so I've used this a lot. Rust-Oleum Stone Textured Effect Spray Paint. So I was looking online at what I should use for like outdoor pots and things. And this came up a lot, even though on the back of this, it actually says interior use only. So I used it, and then when I talked about this, lots of people told me I should try Yacht Varnish to cover it up. Come on, focus. I know I'm making you work for it because we're near a mirror, but here we go. Yacht Varnish, just to kind of like finish it off. And so everything that I've painted to go outside, I've then sprayed in tons of this. Also bought a staple gun, which I haven't used yet. I'm waiting for some fabric to come because I want to cover up the old footstool. So that's why I bought a staple gun. And these just arrived today. This is one of my more random ideas. And if you follow my vlogs, you will know I have a lot of them. We've got a shed outside, let me show you. So I've seen on Pinterest these things where people have like kitchen window bars, and those windows, imagine if they were all the way open all the way to the top, because they can do that, and then a little shelf underneath for a bar and some bar stools. This is like a little hydraulic riser thing. So you attach it, so you push it up and it holds it up, in theory. Anyway, that is it for this random look around the house haul. I am going to be showing you bits of the house once they've been completed. Eventually, of course, there'll be some kind of house tour. I actually found an old video yesterday where we did an empty house tour, and I thought that's so fun. I've done a couple of house tours since we've been here, including that one. So if we do like a final one, we can show you, like, obviously when we first bought the house and it was completely new, especially for the garden. I thought that would be particularly interesting. And then like what we've done with the areas since Mum and Dad moved out. It's been a whirlwind month or so that we've had it just to ourselves, and it's basically just been all of the ideas that I've had for the past however many years of us all sharing the space, I've actioned in a really short period of time, and I'm sure once it's all finished I'm just going to crash, but it's going to be completely worth it because everything's just coming together and I'm so happy with it, especially in the garden. Because that's the aspect, you sit here at the dining table, which I was already super excited about having, and you look out into the garden. And so as soon as it got warm enough, I wanted to be able to make that into a space that I wanted to look out into. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe. I'll be back on Wednesday with another review, and I believe that's going to be of the Revlon lip butter dupe type product, you know, their new glass lipsticks. And potentially, if everything goes according to plan, Sunday's video might well be the garden reveal. So stay tuned for that, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.